Imagine this. I was stationed at the airport, an overstuffed suitcase by my side and a one-way ticket to Europe clutched in my hand. My heart was pulsating with thrill, my mind filled with wonder. Here I was, embarking on my maiden solo journey, a grand expedition into the unknown realms of the world and myself. The excitement of setting off on an escapade was electrifying. But before we dive in, let's discuss some essential travel tips. Always have a copy of your passport, keep some local currency handy, and don't forget to inform your bank about your travel plans. Each crinkle of my passport, each boarding announcement, felt like the beginning of a grand orchestration, the overture to the mystery that awaited. The idea of foreign lands, cafes bustling with languages unfamiliar to my ears, streets resonating with centuries of history, raised the hairs on my skin. Yet, beneath the euphoria, there was a faint hint of anxiety. I was stepping beyond my comfort, exchanging the known for the unknown. The bulging suitcase was a tangible reminder of my inexperience, a blatant indicator that I was a greenhorn adventurer, ill-equipped for the journey. If only I had been aware then of the smart ways to travel. Packing, my friends, is indeed an art, and I'm here to unveil my collection of tips for you. It goes beyond merely tossing your belongings into a suitcase. It's about organizing them such that it's not only systematic but also space-saving. Let's embark with one of my preferred tips: rolling your clothes rather than folding. This is a dual-benefit strategy that saves space and averts wrinkles. Picture your suitcase as a canvas and every rolled garment as a brushstroke, each adding to the masterpiece of sensible packing. Advancing, we discuss packing cubes. These tiny marvels are akin to having drawers in your suitcase, assisting you in organizing your clothes, toiletries, and other must-haves. They are indeed a game changer, and once they become your packing companions, you won't let go. But there's a catch. Despite having all these packing aids, the crux lies in packing versatile clothing. Choose attire that can be alternated and combined, enabling multiple looks with a minimalist wardrobe. A pair of jeans, some t-shirts, a versatile dress suitable for both a night out or a leisurely day trip, and you're set. Now let's delve into a personal anecdote. Some years ago, I was set for a 2-week trip to Europe. Lost in the thrill, I packed enough for a month. I had meticulously planned outfits for every imaginable event. However, the reality was far from ideal. I ended up dragging a humongous suitcase over cobblestone streets, up narrow staircases, and through crowded train stations. It was a disaster. Moreover, I wore merely half of what I'd packed. That journey taught me a priceless lesson. Overpacking doesn't equip you for options, it merely bogs you down. And believe me, you don't want to be that person panting, wrestling with an oversized suitcase. So here's my counsel. Pack wisely, pack lightly, and leave space for experiences and memories. Remember, when packing, less is often more. Furthermore, remember to always pack a small first aid kit, keep your valuable items in your carry-on, and don't forget to pack a universal travel adapter. Here's an insider tip. It's not necessary to have a goldmine to experience the golden touch of travel. Actually, some of my unforgettable journeys have been those undertaken on a thin budget. Puzzled? Allow me to introduce you to some financial management tips and tricks that have always proven beneficial to me. Commence by accepting and enjoying local cuisine. It's typically less expensive and offers a wonderful opportunity to delve into the local culture. For instance, once in Thailand, I opted for local food stalls over high-end eating establishments. The result was an exquisite pad thai, the best one I've ever tasted, costing me less than $1. I engaged with residents, gained an insight into their lives, and relished every morsel of my meal. It was an enriching experience that money couldn't purchase. Further, choose public transportation over private taxis or rental cars. It's a budget-friendly option and also offers a realistic glimpse into the locals' everyday lives. Contemplate budget-friendly accommodations such as hostels, guest houses, and bed and breakfasts. They often provide a more personalized and genuine experience compared to renowned hotel chains. During a trip to Italy, I lodged at a quaint family-run bed and breakfast in the pastoral landscapes of Tuscany. The warm reception and memorable homemade breakfasts were nothing short of exceptional. Adding to this, here are some more budgeting tips. Always maintain a daily financial plan, utilize budgeting applications to keep a record of your expenses, and always make room for an emergency fund in your budget. Do remember to make your itinerary in advance, but also keep some flexibility for spontaneous plans. You might bump into unexpected experiences, much like the time in Greece when I deviated from my planned course and found myself in an obscure village where I was invited to a local wedding. The night was filled with joy, traditional Greek melodies and dance, and that unforeseen diversion proved to be the highlight of my journey. Therefore, always bear in mind, a stringent budget does not equate to a restricted expedition. It all boils down to making intelligent decisions, appreciating the local heritage, and remaining open to novel experiences. Your budget may be finite, but your adventures can be limitless. Traveling comes alive when you immerse yourself in the rhythm of the local culture. The charm that comes from resonating with the pulse of an unfamiliar place is undeniable. It can be as simple as learning a few local phrases or as profound as understanding and respecting customs that may be starkly different from your own. This is the true spirit of travel. I recall a time in a quaint town tucked away in the heart of the Andes when I was invited to partake in a traditional dance ceremony. Even though I was an outsider, I was embraced with warm hearts. The laughter, the camaraderie, it was a deeply moving experience. This instance shone a light on the remarkable beauty of human bonding that transcends borders, languages, and cultures. When you welcome the local culture, you build connections, broaden your perspective, and realize that amidst our diverse cultures, there is a lot that brings us. Traveling does not make you a visitor, but a guest. A few tips to remember during your journey. Always research about the local customs and traditions. Make an effort to learn a few local phrases, and to respect the local culture. This will ensure your experience is not just memorable, but also gracious. Travel is not just a journey, but a transformative experience. Just like you wouldn't cease at the initial chapter of an enthralling novel, don't let your voyage conclude after a singular expedition. Every journey embarked upon, every new destination explored, is another chapter adding to your personal travel narrative. Travel is indeed an evolutionary experience. It's not just about witnessing new places. It's about immersing yourself in distinct cultures, unusual cuisines, and interacting with diverse people. These encounters enrich our understanding, debunk our biases, and enlighten us about the world, shedding light on our personal role within it. As you venture, here's a tip. Maintain a flexible itinerary and try to schedule your trips off-season for a more authentic and immersive experience. Remember, the world is vast, brimming with countless mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Whether it's an undiscovered treasure in your neighborhood or an exotic locale thousands of miles away, never stop discovering, learning, and evolving. So are you all to turn a new page in your travel diary? If exhilarated by this journey, show your love with a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Epic Explorer Network for more awe-inspiring adventures.